Another fight with some very cool mechanics. It's 10-man normal twin consorts. This fight has a lot of abilities, but on the whole we find it to be one of the easier fights in the raid. This is a 4-phase fight. You will start in the darkness phase with Lulin. Lulin will use Cosmic Barrage, which deals damage and knocks everyone back. You can't avoid this, but you can reduce the damage it does by spreading out. She will also use Moon Lotus, which places a lotus flower on the floor. Those flowers release clouds of dust, which if they touch you will put you to sleep for 5 seconds, so avoid these. The boss will also sometimes summon a Beast of Nightmares on the current tank. This creates an ad that only the tank can hurt, so the tank will need to kill it by themselves, and the tank not taking the beast should take the boss. Healing the tank will place a stacking debuff on the person who healed, making them take more and more damage, so use as few heals on the Beast of Nightmares tank as possible. We had a tank with lots of self-heals, such as a Death Knight take the Beast of Nightmares, and that way no healing was needed, which saved our healers. Even so, healers must remain aware of this or they could die quite easily. During this phase, Suen will drop out of the sky to deal some raid-wide fire damage with Tears of the Sun, and will also hit players with Light of Day, so again, stay spread out. While she is down, she can be dotted up. After 3 minutes, the next phase begins, and Lulin jumps into the sky while Suen comes down. During this phase, the flowers won't do anything, and Lulin won't summon any Beasts of Nightmares or knock people back. Tanks will have to swap for stacks of Fan of Flames, which is a stacking debuff she puts on the tank. Suen will also use Flames of Passion to charge to a random player, dealing damage and knocking back players in the area, so again, stay spread out. On her way back after charging, she will leave a trail of fire, so make sure not to stand in the fire. The boss will constantly gain a stacking buff called Blazing Radiance. Lulin will also be putting down some things called Ice Comets and launching them down at random players who should get out of the impact zone. As soon as the Ice Comet is on the ground, the tank should bring Suen next to it, and they should stand in the purple shadow of the comet. This does 2 things. Just being near the comet reduces the boss's stacks of Blazing Radiance, which reduces damage. Standing in the shadow makes the tank take almost no fire damage. The comet will melt by having Suen near it, so tanks will need to move to new comets all the time, and DPS should avoid hitting the comet, as you really want it to be around. After another 3 minutes, or rather 6 minutes into the fight, Phase 3 will begin, in which you will have to fight Lulin and Suen at the same time. You will have all the abilities from previous phases, except Lulin will not summon the Beast of Nightmares. Lulin will get a new ability though, called Tidal Force, which, when she uses, will make her immune and shoot waves in different directions. Getting hit by these waves deals a large amount of damage, but they can be almost impossible to dodge, so use defensive cooldowns for this. During this phase, Suen should be nuked down first. Once killed, you will have to fight Lulin, much like Phase 1, but without any of Suen's abilities, so the easiest part of the fight. If you kill Lulin first, you will not have Ice Comet for Suen, and it will be difficult. Thought we were done? Frankly, so did I. But you can also get these cool buff things called Celestial Buffs. There are 4 of them. Fortitude of the Ox from Neo Zao, which increases max health of all players for 15 seconds. Tiger's Celerity from Suen, which slows down the boss's abilities. Serpent's Vitality from Yulon, which restores the health and mana of the raid. And Rush of Cranes from Chi-Ji, which creates a whole bunch of cranes that run across the room, and each one that touches the boss deals massive, massive damage. You get the buffs from the pedestals all around the room. When you click the pillar, it teleports you into another realm, where you have to draw the symbol it wants you to draw in the stars by walking over them. Kind of like a high-pressure connect the dots. Now it's up to you when to use these abilities, but we found it best to use most of them on Phase 2 with Suen, though I think the pedestals reset for the fight with both bosses, so you can use these buffs twice in a fight. That's it for this boss. I hope you enjoyed and that you found it helpful. And if you did, then please click that like button and post a comment, as it really helps me out. And of course, subscribe for more videos. Good luck and have fun.